Give us 3 hours. We'll turn your brain into a rich, creamy tapioca.
I've been sauteing the other brain, the one that fell on the floor. I like brains. This one, unfortunately, has been here too long.
The Bone Metal Zone.
Paul in the studio with us tonight as a member of Testament, but come on, dude, let's face it. Everybody wants to hear about Slayer. Everybody wants to know what it was like to be in Slayer, how you got in Slayer, how you got out of Slayer, and like what Slayer's doing now. Do you still talk to him, stuff like that?
How I got in Slayer, believe it or not, I left Forbidden, and I really didn't know what I was going to do at the time. The next day, I got a phone call from John Tempesta, who played in Rob Zombie, and he plays in the Cult now, and he and I are good friends. This is before cell phones, so he called my home phone. All right. So, anyways, I didn't call him back because I'm like, I didn't want to talk to anybody because I'm like, I just want to go jam with. I just want to go jam with some friends. Anyways, make a long story short, I get a phone call from my drum tech, and he's like, "Dude, you wouldn't believe who just called the house." I'm like, "I don't know who." He's all, "Well, Rick Sales, that's Slayer's manager." For those of you who don't know. Anyway, so I called him back. Dave was on hiatus because his wife was having a baby, and they asked me to come down to LA to audition to do 4 warm-up shows and 4 festival shows in Europe. So I went down thinking that, whatever, I was going to get the gig. And, I actually wound up trying to keep this short as possible. But I wound up getting the gig. I guess Dave wasn't coming back after all.
So you thought you were filling in, but one kid turned into like 3, right? With Dave and his wife?
No, that wasn't it. It was I thought I was filling in, but it turned out that it became a permanent gig. They asked me to join. I don't know what the relationship was with Dave.
Gotcha.
I just know that the gig was available, and I was like, Slayer's one of my favorite bands. Absolutely, yes, I'm going to join. It was an incredible experience because I went from playing in front of 800 people to 55,000 at festivals, and then playing with Slayer, there's never a show that's not sold out. Having your own 5-star hotel room every night, beats the heck out of staying on a tour bus with a bunch of men for 6 weeks at a time, and it's smelling like a gymnasium. Waking up in the morning and somebody's shorts are hanging off your bunk right in your face.
Are you saying that Slayer are clean and smell nice?
I didn't say they smell nice. I never said that. It was just a different level of touring, which I really enjoyed. It was a real honor to play in that band, and it was also I felt it was a very big responsibility. I felt a tremendous sense of responsibility to never let the level at which I was trying to achieve or play at, which I felt had to be the highest level ever, wane at all, because I just felt that I guess I felt a tremendous sense of responsibility to metal. Because I personally felt Slayer was a very important band. So it was important to me.
I can attest to that because I've seen you practice.
Well, it's kind of funny now that I've learned to practice like that. I treat every band like that. Whether that was, Forbidden, I learned the hard way. There are always distractions in life, and I was younger, so it was a struggle between distractions in life and practicing. Getting Slayer really kind of slapped me around a little bit, getting into Slayer, and then all the way from Exodus to now Testament, it's all the same. It's
a whole new work ethic.
Absolutely.
So looking back on Slayer now, I know you're still friends with the guys, but everybody else doesn't. How is that relationship now, and how do you look back on that time with Slayer?
Yeah, I'm still friends with all the guys. Absolutely. The way I look back on it now is, I guess this will kind of segue into why I left. I think I was a little bit. A little jaded at the time, and I wasn't having as good a time as I think I should have had. I wasn't having as much fun with it. So I left because of that reason. I feel that you have to have fun with what you do, and if you're not having fun doing it, then you should not be there because you're not bringing your best to it. Now that I look back, I have distance in between that time and now, which I think I needed. I look back on those times, and there's a lot of good times, a lot of good memories. the bad memories fade away, and there weren't too many of those. I think a lot of those were things that I thought, and sometimes I think that would come from an individual's ego or their expectation of a situation. I think that I've learned to put those things in the back seat nowadays.
Whole new perception.
Absolutely.
Awesome. We have so much more coming up, and my favorite Testament song, especially now that Paul's in Testament. It's 107.7 The Bone. It's the Metal Zone.
The Bone Metal Zone.